once you send that text, be open for more communication, because you can't send a text and then just disappear and act like that other person is not important. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I just finished a poll on Instagram asking you guys whether or not you are a FaceTime person, or if you are a regular degular smegular call me on the phone, do not FaceTime me, I don't want to see you type person. Or send me a text, just quick text, leave me alone. Most people have said that FaceTime is the way to go. I don't know if it's a new age thing or what. My personal favorite is FaceTime as well. And I'm going to tell you why. FaceTime allows you to see a person and get a feel for the moment. Calling is better than texting. If I had to put them in order, I would say FaceTime, phone call, text. Now, me personally, I struggled with this back in the day. But listen, I feel FaceTime is really, really good because say you're having an argument. Or I don't argue, I say disagreement. So, say you're having a disagreement with someone. FaceTime is perfect because you're able to see the facial expressions. You're able to see the emotions of a person. Not to necessarily gauge what you say, etc. But it's the thing to do if you're not able to see them right then and there. Face-to-face conversation is the best conversation to me. You get your point out, you get to see that person, get it over with, done. Phone calls are pretty much the same. You just don't get to see how that person is reacting. So if they're lying or whatever, you can't really see it. You just take the call for what it is. Text, you can really misconstrue what someone is trying to say, especially if they're a person like me. So me, sometimes, the only reason I do like a text, especially if you're having a disagreement or something, the only reason I like a text is because a text will allow you to get everything you want to say out, which can sometimes end up being a book, which isn't enjoyable for the reader, but it can be relieving for the person sending the message because you got everything that you needed to say out. Whereas on the flip side, you can get frustrated because you chose to send the book and the reader only read the first two sentences of that book. So you didn't read the whole thing? What is your And it's nothing like that. It's just like, do you not realize you sent this book, friend? Like, hello, friend. No. So let's not send books. FaceTiming to me is definitely the way to go because you get all of it in a bag of chips. If you can't sit down with that person face to face, sitting down with that person face to face is so much better. It can be bad if you're face to face with someone and can physically touch them, especially girls. You know how guys are when y'all in a tit for tat, and then you sitting there face to face, and he like, come here, just sit right here beside me. Let's talk. Why I gotta sit right beside you to talk? I can stand it to do, stuff like that. But then again, you can quickly get over the situation. But I challenge everyone to build great communication skills. So regardless, if something like that did happen where, you come back within 3 minutes, like, why were we arguing? Because you face to face, and you get touchy or whatever. you still have dead the issue. Because a lot of the problems, stuff like that, happen, and later on that situation still comes back around. It's like, I thought we over that. Well, really, we didn't talk about it because you wanted to be touchy. So make sure that the communication actually happens. Be able to stand your ground and firm in what you believe in, but also be able to sway a little bit and be lenient to the point you guys are able to come to a common ground. That is so very important, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. When they have a disagreement, it turns into an argument, which then leads to chaos, and that is not necessary. Hence the reason why text is like the worst thing you can possibly do during an argument to me. And again, I did it. If you're a person like me, I get you 100%. Text will allow you to get everything out, but don't be the person that texts and then disappear and try to make that person see what you see until you read this whole thing, da 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 da. Because let's be logical, like not everybody's gonna read that whole thing until they actually have time, which could be 2 days from the present time that you sent something. I feel that people talk about closure and things. Closure is always important, because if you don't have closure, if you don't talk it out, if you're the type of person that just runs from every situation, did I say that? I don't know. If you're the type of person that runs from every situation, you will end up getting yourself in a lot of trouble in the long run, because you're never satisfied. You're always running, and you always putting those things that you don't have closure on onto the next person who probably didn't even deserve any of that. So make sure that you get closure, that you are completely 100% done with whomever and whatever, so you can be open to the next thing and handle it with a clean slate, not with, oh, this happened to me before and you're just like everybody. No. Okay? But all in all, texting is the worst thing you can do. If you can't get to nobody physically, FaceTime is the best thing that you can do. And if you can't do that, the next best thing is to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. I know we have these texting capabilities, these quick response capabilities, memes, and all kind of stuff. But when it comes to a real serious conversation that needs to be had, make time for it. Make time for your people. It is another year, another decade. Times, look around you and all the craziness that's going on. If you don't have a news app on your phone, get one. Watch how many times it go off in a day because of all the craziness that's going around. It will show you that these pointless, crazy, bickering, back and forth arguments and petty things, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So learn how to pick up your phone. Don't text, don't email, because there's so many things that can go left with that. FaceTime your people if you have that option. If not, call them. But the number one thing, sit down with good communication skills and figure it out. Get to the bottom of it, because I know you can do it. Be your person's peace. If you have not watched the little short snippet of it might not be so short, I don't know, but the little R&B talk that we had in the last video, go ahead and check that out. Peace is so important. Be your person's peace, whomever that person is to you. Be your person's peace. Be your friend's peace. Be your family's peace. We all need it in this day and time. Hello. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this small talk about FaceTime, texting, and calling. What do you do? Drop it down in the comments. What's your favorite way to communicate and why? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, I thank you guys for being here. I love you so much, Cocoa Beans. Don't forget to go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok, as I will be adding little clips of all of these videos on there. I thank you guys for your time, and I will see you in the next video.